This is your group. Hi everyone. You guys hear me okay?
A little louder.
Hear me now? Alright, perfect. LectureTools is a tool that was invented at the University of Michigan by a professor. To give you just a better understanding of what it does, we can actually just imagine that we're in a classroom setting right now, whereas I'd be the professor and you'd be my students. My goal here is to actually try to engage you, engage the audience. I want to ask you questions and enable you to participate and use my course materials to engage in the material. So we have a real course here using LectureTools. And as the professor, usually what happens is I present with PowerPoint or Keynote. What we try to do is make those presentations more interactive. So what I would do as a professor is upload my presentation materials into our software and publish the lectures to the students. I would also then embed different activities in these slides so I can pull the students instantly and they use their devices to actively engage with you. So as students, you would be using your laptops or cell phones or participating by texting and responses. What you can do is take notes online associated with these specific slides of the presentation. The notes are saved online, so as long as a student has internet access, they can log in and access the course material. They have the ability also to ask questions in class. This eliminates the fear to participate. It streams or beams these questions immediately to the teaching assistant in the front of the class, or to just the professor in general. All questions that are answered become anonymously visible to all the students in the class. So there's a social component to this, and the students can learn from other students. The last thing is the assessment feature here allows the professor to gauge and track the comprehension, participation, or even attendance from the students. The reason LectureTools was built was to gauge comprehension in terms of polling systems. So what we're familiar with now is those hardware clicker systems that are really popular in college classrooms. The professor at Michigan who invented this wanted to move beyond just asking multiple choice questions. And this technology allows you to ask different types of questions. So for instance, this is an image activity. You can put up any image into our system and pose a question. So this is, where does religion belong in this scheme? You can see that these dots here represent dots from individual students. It allows them to anonymously participate and actually tell people what their true opinions are. Professors can aggregate this data and then choose to talk about the different points. This, of course, is an example and an image of what an activity and a multiple choice slide looks like. We have here another type of activity you can pull with LectureTools, and that's what we call reordered lists. Reordered lists allow you to ask a question like, rank these gases from greatest potential per mass to least for warming the earth. The students are then using their devices to drag and drop these different options and place them in a particular order. And one of the most popular types of questions that we have is a clear response question. So what happens here is students are asked a question and they can type in an unlimited amount of characters on their computer or their cell phone and text in a response. Our system aggregates these responses and displays those at the front of the screen. We're here at CES because we're actually providing a sneak peek of our new iPad application. It's the first iPad app with student response and note-taking system. We're going to be releasing that in the near future. So if anyone's interested, of course, please let us know or visit our site at lecturetools.com. And with that said, if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Students by 100% web-based?
Yeah, it's 100% web-based, so there's no installation required for the system. And we support Safari, Firefox, Chrome, and IE9 and above.